Welcome back to the Deep Dive. Today, we're really digging into a massive transformation in Nigeria's oil and gas world.
Yeah, huge.
We've got all this material on the Petroleum Industry Act, the PIA, from 2021. And this isn't, just a minor update.
No, not at all. It's a complete overhaul, a fundamental shift, really. Moving away from, well, sometimes a reactive tick-the-box way of doing things,
Right.
towards something more proactive, an integrated risk management approach. So our goal today is to kind of break down what this new reality means.
For everyone involved.
Exactly. For companies, investors, anyone operating there.
Okay, let's start with the structure, the institutions.
Right.
Because that's a big change.
Yeah.
The old DPR, Department of Petroleum Resources, gone.
Completely gone, replaced.
Replaced by two distinct and independent bodies. We've got the NUPRC, that's the Nigerian Upstream Petroleum Regulatory Commission. They handle E&P exploration, production. And then there's the NMDPRA, Nigerian Midstream and Downstream Petroleum Regulatory Authority. That's, well, midstream and downstream, transport, marketing, the lot.
And what's really interesting there is the implication for, say, compliance teams.
How so?
Well, you can't really be a generalist anymore covering everything.
Oh, right.
You need that deep, specialized knowledge, either upstream with NUPRC or midstream, downstream with NMDPRA. It definitely creates a challenge.
Finding that expertise.
Yeah, potentially a bottleneck if you operate across the whole chain. And it's not just the regulators. The old NNPC, the National Oil Company.
You're at NNPC.
It's now NNPC Limited, a commercial entity.
Meaning
it's supposed to operate like a business. No more automatic government funding. It has to compete, be agile, and crucially seem, more attractive for foreign investment.
Okay, so new structures, new regulators, a commercial NNPC.
Yeah.
What about the day-to-day, the operations, the money?
Yeah, let's get into that. The fiscal side is, well, it's complex.
I bet.
The PIA brings in a new two-part system. There's the standard company's income tax, CIT, that applies pretty broadly. But then specifically for upstream, there's a new hydrocarbon tax, HT.
And the rates.
They vary. So, for instance, under a prospecting license, PPL, maybe in shallow water, it could be 15%.
Okay.
But if you move to a mining lease, PML, full production, that same area jumps to 30%.
Wow, quite a difference.
It is. And on top of that, there's a whole new royalty framework, too. It's a sliding scale, complex, based on daily production volumes, water depth.
So a lot more variables to track.
Definitely. And, this all feeds into this kind of inherent tension within the PIA.
Attention.
Yeah. On one hand, it says it's a win-win, designed to attract investment. But on the other hand, it's very clear Nigeria wants, and I quote, its fair, rightful, and equitable share of the revenue.
Right. And historically, companies often felt the government take was already pretty high.
Exactly. So it creates this delicate balance. Nigeria has huge reserves, yes, but is the overall package, the risk-reward, competitive enough now against, say, other hotspots?
A fair question.
Okay.
Beyond the taxes, what else is changing operationally? I saw something about drill or drop.
Yes, drill or drop. That's NUPRC really flexing its muscles.
How does it work?
Basically, if you hold a license, you have specific deadlines to actually start producing. You can't just sit on assets indefinitely.
No more land banking.
Precisely. Produce or you risk losing the license. It's meant to get dormant fields working, stop assets just idling. It's forcing companies to mobilize quickly.
Makes sense. Get the resources flowing.
Right. But while they're pushing for current production, there's another angle.
Yeah.
Past actions. There's this really important high court ruling on legacy pollution.
Legacy pollution. So historical spills or contamination.
Exactly. And the court found a parent company, even after selling its Nigerian subsidiary or assets, can still be held responsible for that historical mess.
Wow. So selling the asset doesn't mean selling the liability.
Not necessarily. A failure to clean up properly before divesting can be seen as an ongoing legal breach. It fundamentally changes how companies need to think about divestment. You can't just walk away clean.
That's huge. And one more thing, the Host Communities Development Trust, HCDT.
Yes, the HCDT. Very significant. This is now legally mandated. License holders, the companies operating.
Settlers, they call them.
Yes, settlers. They must contribute 3% of their actual operating expenditure, their OPEX, of the previous year, into a trust fund. And that fund is for community-led development projects.
So moving away from the old ways of, let's say, less direct community engagement.
Absolutely. It aims for a bottom-up participatory model, trying to give communities a real stake funded directly from operations.
So pulling it all together then, this PIA 2021. It's not just tweaking things.
No, it's a paradigm shift.
Huh?
Permanent and fundamental. Success now, it really requires a much more holistic view. Proactive, anticipating issues. You need to blend legal, financial, environmental, health, safety, social, all of it.
Right, it's complex. That tension you mentioned between government revenue goals and attracting investors, plus these legal precedents like legacy pollution, companies have to be incredibly strategic.
They really do.
So for you, listening, this deep dive hopefully shows that navigating Nigeria's oil and gas future now, it's not just about knowing the law itself. It's about understanding the gap, between what the legislation intends and the messy, complex reality on the ground. Definitely something to mull over.